Hey everyone, this is Larry coming at you with a Models Workshop unboxing slash first impressions video of something cool that I picked up today. Super happy, super hyped. Let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. So, got this in the mail. Now here's the cool thing. I ordered this on the 1st. It is the 3rd. Actually, it's the 4th now, but halfway through the 3rd, I got this. So I ordered it on the 1st. Got it halfway through the day on the 3rd. This came from Germany. 2.5 days. Germany. Got it in the mail. I'm usually the type of person who really complains about shipping. Not so much this time around. I'm super, super pleased. All right, so people are like, what is it? All right, so for anyone who knows, I'm a fan of Harder and Steenbeck. I've owned my Infinity for years now. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best airbrushes on the market. Love it, love it, love it. Use the hell out of this thing. Love it, love it, love it. Well, a few months ago, maybe even a year, Harder and Steenbeck introduced a service where you could order a airbrush in custom color with laser engraving the entire 9 yards. So it came in this really awesome plastic case. Actually has little latches on the front, so it locks up. And you get the airbrush itself. You get the needle nozzle cover right here, and you get the little tool. Let's get it. I put her in my toolkit. It's a little tool to loosen these. It inserts in and it twists. Anybody who has a Harder and Steenbeck Infinity has that tool. It looks like a little copper thing. So that's what that is. Now, I picked this up. It's in purple. Purple's my favorite color. As you can see, Harder and Steenbeck, made in Germany. Boom. Harder and Steenbeck. German-made product. Totally awesome. I got my online name right here, Gen24, and then I have Models Workshop also engraved on it, and it's fully purple. Now the cool thing about this that I didn't get on my other one, it actually came with a lid cap. This didn't come with the regular Infinity, so that was kind of cool. Okay, and it's going to be handy. Now I opted for the full purple with nothing but silver. So like you can see on the regular standard Infinity that you get, it's chrome, gold accent on the handle, gold accent here with the red handle. I opted to get everything silver because I have the gold pieces. So if I really wanted to, I could swap over my pieces from this Infinity to here to give it the gold accents, and then just back and forth. So the parts are interchangeable. It's the same. Now, here's one really cool thing I noticed about this when I first picked it up. Like, you pick up this airbrush, even if you have another Infinity, it's light. This thing is super light. Let me take this off right here. And I have a microgram scale. It was on sale one day, and I figured I could use it in some form for miniatures. I never thought it would be this, but whatever. No, it's not for any illegal activities, I promise you. All right, so it's dressed out the exact same. Let's put the regular Infinity on there. And as you can see, it's 87 grams, which is a fairly light airbrush. Like if you look at like the Patriot 105 example, that weighs in at 92 grams. So this thing is, a little bit lighter than a Patriot 105. It still has some pretty heft in it. I mean, it's comfortable, but I can, if you're doing this for hours and hours, which I have, I can definitely see where it might get a little heavy and you get a little bit hand fatigue. Now, the one thing I really noticed about this, this is a Harder and Steenbeck Infinity CRplus, which means it has the Teflon seals, custom. Now, if you look at it, 57 grams versus 87 grams. This thing is 30 grams lighter than the previous Harder and Steenbeck Infinity. So that's a pretty substantial, when you're talking about something this small and this itty bitty, that's a pretty substantial, like you can hold it in your hand and tell that it's a lighter airbrush, like just holding it. For what I can gather, this on the old one, it was made out of steel and it's chrome plated steel. This one, it's actually made completely out of aluminum. So the entire front end is aluminum, just like the back is. If you ever handled the back of a Harder and Steenbeck, you can tell it's a very light metal. You know, it's aluminum. So you can definitely tell it's light. Now, honestly, maybe I'll add a gram or so to this because there's paint dried on the inside. But so I haven't had a chance to use, as you can tell, it's nice and clean on the inside. I haven't used it yet. I was recording the podcast earlier. I just wanted to do my first impressions video. Ultimately, like I said, it's a lot lighter. It has the same functionality, the push button, where you can set the needle guard to go to a certain point. If you need to flush it, you can pull it out, flush it, and then it pulls it back in. That's with it, just like on the other one. That's actually one of the bigger selling points of the Infinity, is that, plus the super small needle size. It still has that. It still has the real stylish trigger with the front cutout, so you can put it in. It has a good amount of travel, just like the old one. Like you can actually feather. Like you don't have to push it all the way in like you do on, like, Badgers. I've noticed it's either when you push it, it's on. That's it. There's no feathering it. This one has enough travel where if you're good, you can actually push it only part of the way down to get part of the airflow. And I've used that actually while painting. So that's nice. The front cutout's nice because your finger naturally rotates into it. So you can see how your finger kind of just pulls into it instead of a fully round. And it has the removable thing. So if you want to put, this is the 2 milliliter cup. You also have the 1/10 milliliter, which is basically the little ring that screws in, and then you have a 5 milliliter cup you can screw in as well. And you also, because it's Harder and Steenbeck, there's an attachment you can add to make it a siphon feed. So that's the thing. It comes with the quick disconnect already on it. Comes with the quick swipe. So that's all present. The one thing, and it may be petty, and it is petty. The one thing that I've noticed that was missing from this airbrush when I picked it up, that my other one had, was, like, if you look on this side, it has the Infinity logo. Boom. Mine doesn't have the Infinity logo because I opted for custom. So I'm saying that this was probably replaced with my custom script. And no, I thought there was something underneath it, and there's not. Now, if you do on the flip side, on this one, it says made in Germany by Harder and Steenbeck and all that. And this one does too. Harder and Steenbeck, made in Germany. The one thing that's missing is, if you look right here, it's hard to see because of the lights, but if you look right there, there's a serial number. Like, this airbrush is actually serial numbered. This one isn't. That, to me, kind of, I don't know, because whenever you deal with serial numbered things, that's kind of, it adds a little touch of premium to it, because that means the time was taken to actually add a serial number to it. So you can go, oh, I have airbrush 9587, and this doesn't have it. Now, I do know that there's only there's a very, very small number of these floating around in the market. I was customer 102 to order a custom-made airbrush. So I'm sure there's some companies that ordered probably 3 or 4 of these. So there's more than 102 of them floating around, I'm sure. But there's probably less than 200 floating of the custom colored ones where you have, where you went through their website. Now, I will include the website information below in the description or in the article itself, if you're reading this off the website, of where you can go get one of these made. And yes, I'm taking money out of my own pockets, because if I direct you to Amazon and go, hey, buy the regular Harder and Steenbeck kit, I'll make a little bit of a commission off of it. I don't make any commission off of the Harder and Steenbeck website. So, but I have to say that ultimately I really dig the custom, just being able to customize your own airbrush. And being able to pick what color you want your airbrush. And why is this cap not going in? Or is it? And I'm just... Interesting. Cap's being a pain. I thought it went all the way in. I guess it just kind of sits there. But I guess it does just sit there. But so I like the fact that you can pick whatever you want. Now they have several colors available. You can pick red, orange, blue, purple, yellow. I think they even have an option for like chrome. And I mean, you just have to go to the website and you can check it out. And you can build, and you can also build an evolution, custom built evolution too. Because the evolution front, this piece right here, is the exact same as the Infinity. So basically what you do at that point is you're picking out the middle piece and the handle. This handle is like a $60 handle, so that drives the cost up quite a bit over the other one that's just a plain handle. You can actually also order the Infinity with a evolution style trigger if you wanted. I like the Infinity trigger, so I stuck with it. Now the difference is this is a Harder and Steenbeck Infinity 2-in-1, which came with 2 different needles and nozzles and tips, the 0.15 and the 0.4. And to get the CRplus version, it's about $320 for this particular setup. And it comes with, like I said, 2 needles, the 0.15 and 0.4 with nozzle and tip, everything that you need. This one comes with 1, and you get to pick any one you want. You can pick the 0.15, 0.2, or 0.4. You can pick any of those, custom or decode them with your airbrush. And after everything was said and done, with the shipping, it was $270 roughly. Depends on the the rate between euros and the American dollar at that point. But this was $270. Now you can buy the nozzle kit for this one for about $60. So in all honesty, you're paying like $10 more to get this exactly how you want, almost 40% lighter for, over this. So would I recommend? Absolutely. Now, this is just my first impressions. I'll actually use the airbrush a little bit, and then I'll talk about it a little bit more afterwards. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. Thank you. This is a Models Workshop production. Make sure to check out our podcast on the website is every other week. You can also find us at modelsworkshop.libsyn.com. You can find us on Twitter at NWAH Podcast. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Models Workshop. You can find those links below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave us a comment below. Let us know what you like. Let us know what we need to change, and we'll do our best. Thank you for watching.